But yeah, man, I would argue 2010, 2020 era.
I mean, Lil Wayne and 50 both was going $1 million a week, bruh. Like, I think it's kind of Nelly. I'm with Nelly. It's kind of in discussion for me. Like those dudes in that, they were selling $1 million a week.
Dead in Hip Hop Conversations. We are back with a statement that's been circling the internet.
The East Streets.
Yeah, the East Streets with Nelly, of all people. He was on The Shop, and he had quite a statement to say. I want to see what you guys think about it and what my esteemed colleagues here on this stage with me, B and Rod. No Mike, no FIFO. So yeah, it's just the three Negroes.
I was about to say, go ahead and say it, kid. Just go ahead and say it, bro.
I got a new one, B, but I'll tell
you. Tell me later.
Yeah.
You don't want to offend nobody.
I never thought about that could be offensive.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, it probably could be. Yeah. No, it's TNT. Three niggas talking.
Wow.
Okay, that wasn't offensive. I love that. I actually love that. I like that right there.
Oh,
I love it.
But yeah, I use that with all due disrespect. The show I do with Nick and Spike, which is on This the Mic Salon. Make sure you guys check that out. We drop a podcast every Wednesday. Frames per second as well. Make sure you guys become a patron. Patreon.com/deadandhiphop. We throwing up a lot of videos for you guys.
Yeah, y'all
yeah, they are. They are classic reviews, Twitch reactions, which you can watch well, we don't have a set schedule yet, but you can watch them on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/deadandhiphop. So make sure you guys go over there and follow and hit that notification so you don't miss out. Leave a comment, like this channel, and all the good stuff. Nelly said that he was in the hardest era of rap ever. From 99 to 2000?
Yeah, 99 to like 2009.
2010 is
I
guess what he's saying.
Pretty much, like the decade.
That would be
99 to 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
From 99 to 2010?
Yeah, just that decade.
Yeah.
Much.
99 to 2000, that's a fucking year.
I know, right?
Nelly, coming from the Lou, did you ever have chip on your shoulder? Because everything was LA, New York. We always talk about that with the Midwest, man. Like,
goddamn right.
Yeah?
Goddamn right. But you got to understand, my era of music was the toughest era in hip-hop ever. Ever. When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX,
Eminem,
Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. So from 99 to like 2008, 10, it's the hardest era ever to get records.
Yeah, man. He said, when I put out songs, I had to go up against DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. Which, if you hear it without context, it sounds like, man, if you don't sit down somewhere. But then when he mentioned the names, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, and you got to think during the time when Nelly was at his hottest, there was like that, 2000, 2003-ish, 4-ish? That was when Nelly was like peak Nelly as far as record sales. 'Cause I know he's basing this off of, record sales, charts, billboards, all that stuff. And he's right. I mean, I can't see anyone saying that he's wrong, because if you're basing it off record sales only, we're not talking about talent, MCs, or anything like that. Strictly off of just like record sales, popularity. Yeah, DMX was still hot. 50 Cent was we knew what 50 Cent did with Get Rich or Die Trying. Jay-Z was still doing shit with Blueprint, Ludacris was getting on the scene, making this noise. I don't think he mentioned
Southern
T.I.
Hospitality.
Yeah, Southern Hospitality. I don't think he mentioned T.I. T.I. was just starting to make his wave in 2003, 2004. Not to mention, I don't even think he mentioned Kanye West. Kanye West was coming in on the scene, and that's 2004, 2005. So as far as record sales wise, that's an argument. That's definitely an argument that can be considered the toughest. As far as trying to be like, hey, I'm trying to sell.
In terms of mainstream rap.
Yep, mainstream rap, selling records, trying to move those units. Yeah, he has a point.
Nah. When he started saying those names, I was like, damn, that is a hard era to try to get number one spot. But I feel like I can argue the 2010 above era. like the Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Big Sean's.
But were they selling?
The
Though? You got to think during that 2010, we kind of heavy in streaming. During Nelly's era, you had to buy the music. I mean, of course, we had like Napster and
I think that's a challenge within itself.
Yeah,
like trying to beat the streams and things. But I don't even think streams was that big in 2010 yet.
But people wasn't really.
It wasn't
buying,
yet.
It was different from 99 and the 2008ish, 9ish though.
Because you still had the Waynes. You got Drake. Who was some of the big female artists that were
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
I mean, she had that long run.
Like I said, Big Sean. Still got Jay-Z in the running. I mean, Jay-Z was still producing albums that was making sales. Like I said, Kendrick's. That 2010 era was tough as well. 2010 to 2020. I think that era is still holding strong. I think that would be an argument in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm only looking at it just from a MC competitive standpoint, maybe so, but
he was talking about like trying to get the #1 spot and shit. Even like that era, they were really trying to get the #1 spot, like, for real, especially with streaming, because apparently if you get #1, it puts you in some sort of algorithm or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? That's why they be fighting for that #1 spot. But yeah, man, I would argue 2010, 2020 era.
I mean, Lil Wayne and 50 both was going $1 million a week, bruh. Like, I think this is kind of Nelly. I'm with Nelly. It's kind of in discussion for me. Like those dudes in that, they were selling $1 million a week first week. Crazy. That shit was crazy.
But think about it. If the game was still like that though, and you take out the streaming, it probably would still be going.
You think Drake can do a
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But see how they do the streaming though is different though. It's like you gotta have a certain amount. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If you take out the streaming, I think it still would have been like the same. Like you would have been fighting because now you're back to the era trying to figure out what album you're gonna buy, whatever. Yeah, man. It would have been tough.
I think in terms of artists, like his competition, the 2010s definitely had a lot of competition in terms of popularity. I just feel like the streaming, you can kind of manipulate that though.
Yeah.
You can. But I mean, I think some artists hold strong.
Yeah.
Even without the streaming. You take away the streaming, Drake's still gonna be big. Big Sean was still gonna be big. Like I think a lot of these people were still gonna be big without the streaming.
Was Big Sean looked at as competition?
Hell yeah. He had like #1 records and stuff.
I mean, Kendrick mentioned him on Control.
Yeah. Big Sean was absolutely, man, he had hits. J. Cole.
J. Cole. Yeah, I see J. Cole.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of artists that you know, he named out like 10. I could name 10 that came out in 2010. Wiz Khalifa, yeah, he had a little run. It's some names.
That was the blog era.
The blog era, yeah.
The blog
so that's
era.
when the streaming starting to kind of pick up because of the blog era. You know, Tyler. So we started technically in 2010, and we.
Right after Nelly. After Nelly was done.
Yeah, officially released in 2011. So think about all the artists that we were reviewing in 2011.
That kicked off like the 2010s. Like,
yeah,
we were
that
like
kicked off
right
the
at the
2010s.
beginning of that.
Yeah,
it's interesting because I mean I guess those are the new cream of the crop when it comes to artists, to rappers now. Because he mentioned these names, like these are all like superstars, bro.
Bruh.
Like and how many of those? Well, yeah, I guess most of those are superstars.
Yeah,
that you're mentioning
they
too.
are.
But
think about it. We're talking about Dead and Hip Hop era. So think about all the music we released, all the movies that we covered in our era. Like, bro, that era can go up against that 99 to 2000.
As far as record sales.
Dead and Hip Hop era is from 2011 to now, bro. Well, to now, but we was in that. We've been doing this for 10 years. Think about that, over 10 years. But think about the 10 years that we were doing it from 2011 to 21.
I don't think Top Dog gonna be selling Aftermath records, bro. Aftermath had M and 50 Cent, like going a million a week, end up going diamond, like, bruh. I don't know. It's kind of open and shut case for me. This shit is crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, you could move the logic of what if it was just like in 2010s, but I don't know. I feel like people was less buying albums. They wasn't really into.
I mean, people put their money where their mouth is, their fandom is.
I like they did in the 2000s, bruh.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What about
in
concert
the 2000s?
sales?
I mean, wasn't they selling out arenas and shit and stadiums in there back then?
I don't know.
I think I don't remember. I never checked what Nelly toured, but I'm pretty sure
Nelly had a run. Well, what if though you didn't have the option of streaming the music? You had to go buy it. Like, will we see?
That's what I was saying.
An impact in that.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really.
It's hard. Yeah, you can't.
I mean, but I feel like it would have been the same. I feel like it would have been the same. I feel like
you think that?
I think it might be a handful of them, but the nice
those names.
The Drake, J. Cole.
Yeah. I said wouldn't. You said they wouldn't?
No, I said I think it's a handful, but I mean it's a list of
because he said DMX, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Jay-Z. I mean, like I said, he didn't even mention Kanye West. Didn't even mention T.I.
T.I., Jeezy.
Yeah. Ooh, shit. But
Fab, Jadakiss. Somebody said
Jadakiss and Fab now.
No, okay, all right. Well, I'm just
maybe Fab. He had a couple hits, but it wasn't but none of his records really went there. That's a good solid 5 y'all just mentioned because you was on one hand. So I got J. Cole, I got Kendrick, I got Drake. Shit, still Kanye. Kanye was still selling out.
No, Kanye arenas. Is 2000s.
Nah, I mean you can't.
I know. Yeah,
but he's still competition.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah, he's still competition.
He's still competition. Nicki Minaj. That's 5 right there. That's 5 solid ass. And then you still can add Wayne, honestly.
Bro, Wayne would have been in the 2000s.
Yeah, Wayne. The 2010s. That's when we started clowning Wayne.
But he still was
then.
2010. You think? When he dropped?
I mean, he still moved the needle, but. When did what again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I take Wayne out.
Yeah, because all that mixtape Wayne, that was all.
I got you. I'll take Wayne out. But those other 5.
So who would be in the 2010s the equivalent of Nelly?
Maybe Wiz Khalifa. Maybe. I mean, as far as moving units or just
I mean just
because his albums didn't.
But he had like that pop, he had like that poppy appeal though, or something. Didn't he have like a poppy? Type
I mean, he had like two big hits, Black and Yellow, and something else.
So you're saying who could have went up against Nelly?
Who would have been like the 2010s version of Nelly?
I could put somebody up against Nelly, which would be Drake.
No, I'm saying, but I think Drake would match up against the elite superstars that Nelly was referring to.
Yeah, the 50 Cents.
The 50 Cents, the Jay-Z's, the the DMX's. When you kind of look back at it, we all did we mention Ja Rule?
No, we didn't. Ja Rule. Look, it's times people shit on Ja Rule because 50 Cent pretty much took his career over, took him out. But before 50 Cent, let's not act like Ja Rule not here.
We're just talking about selling records and moving units.
That's what I'm saying. That's all we talking about. I'm not saying he was an elite MC and no shit like that. I'm just going based.
That's
off,
what I'm going back to.
Yeah.
So you say Ja Rule, I say 2 Chainz.
Nah, bro.
2 Chainz is a mega star, bro.
Not like how he was with Ja Rule, bro. Ja Rule was fucking everywhere, bro.
2 Chainz is everywhere. Still.
I don't think he's as big as Ja Rule.
Not as big. Yeah.
2 Chainz?
You agree with this? You agree?
2 Chainz is still relevant today. He's had a run for at least 5 years. At least.
As big as Ja Rule, though?
Yes. Think about all the people that he's done records with.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
All the number 1 hits he's had on radio.
Maybe because I'm not outside like that no more, like I used to be. But
2 Chainz is big.
Because when Ja Rule was big, I was outside. So it's like I was like, God damn, like Ja Rule's everywhere.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
This dead and hip hop era, bro. It's big.
It's just, but it's the big what if. Like, what if would they sell like those type of numbers that those guys that Nelly had?
I think they're as popular, and the thing about it also is like some of these guys hit certain niches, right? Like Tyler is like this other thing, and Travis is this other kind of wave. It's hard to have some of these rappers are not. When you look at the 99s to the 2000s and similar groupings, Nelly was competing for the same audience for the most part.
That's a good point.
As the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, et cetera, et cetera.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Because he had Shake Your Tail Feather. Yeah, when you evaluate him as a rapper and stuff like that, you critique him, but that's not what we're doing. We're just talking about in terms of like dominating the mainstream club type.
You're right. That's a really good point.
Give me Migos.
Yeah.
Give me Migos.
To do
Man,
what?
I'm telling you, man, like that. Yeah.
You don't think they have concentrated fan bases though? Like I think
most people. I think
J.
Nelly,
Cole,
Nelly had a concentrated fan base. Everybody wasn't rocking with Nelly like that.
But I think
Especially
in terms of mainstream popularity, I think when like you will have that though.
Migos is just as everybody as
They have more of a wider appeal than say a Tyler.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Tyler hit a certain demo.
Yeah, no,
so I think out of those groupings, you have Kendrick, Drake, Migos. I would throw in there.
Cole.
Cole. Yeah. They kind of reach a lot of people,
Nicki Minaj,
so they have crossover.
Nicki Minaj and her,
too.
and her thing. Yeah.
But that 99 2000s, bro. That's you make a strong argument.
You can say
feels
Missy
like
too,
that.
because Missy was still killing
Yeah,
that
Missy
shit
Elliott was
in the late 90s, early 2000s. So she was selling crazy. She was,
Because you had that 1 Minute Man joint and some other big records.
Get Your Freak On.
Yeah, Get Your Freak On. Yeah.
Man, I guarantee I could match those records with them artists from the 2010s.
But it's just a big what if, right? Like
It's
we
not
don't know.
for me.
With hits?
With hits.
I'm talking about selling and everything.
I don't know.
Like you think?
hits.
I don't know.
I think
man.
popularity,
Nicki
but I don't know if you
Minaj,
can match
Nicki
the
Minaj,
hits.
Missy Elliott. Come on, y'all. Are we serious? Like Nicki Minaj, Missy
That's
Elliott.
an argument as far popularity. Yes. I'm not
And
disagreeing.
hits.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Yeah, I'm not
And
disagreeing with
hits.
that. But
We talking hits too.
bruh, them people that Nelly name, man, like kids said,
They're big names. They're
My
iconic
God.
names.
Goliath.
And
But
we
these
saw-
guys are going to be
bruh.
iconic names.
bruh. No, I'm
with
just
you.
saying what they were selling, bruh. Like that.
But we talk.
That shit
But
was
if
crazy.
we take away the streaming, that's why I said that's why I brought in concert numbers and things like that. These guys sell, man.
See, I had to look and see like what they were doing concert wise, like what would they selling out and all that stuff to either make that argument further. But I don't know. I think Nelly got a point. I think he definitely got a point.
No, that's good. I like the argument.
And like I said, it's different because back during that time, quote unquote, I was outside, so I definitely you heard that shit every fucking where. It was every fucking where. You could not ignore it.
And all I was doing is like really going by the big names. I mean, the names I name are big names.
Yeah.
I mean, they just are.
Is Tyler competing with J. Cole?
I'll take a Tyler out. I can even take Tyler out.
Who are competing against one another? Or better yet, how about this? Because the Kendricks, the J. Cole's, the Drake's they're just a
And
given.
Nicki Minaj.
So and Nicki Minaj. But again, that outlier like Nelly kind of was. Like who is that outlier? Wiz, I think is a good example. Who's the outlier that's going to come in and try to compete with the Drakes, the Kendricks, the
Future,
Travis.
Travis.
Future.
Future is
Travis Scott, Future. Shit, Kid Cudi. You can even throw Kid Cudi in there. Like it's so many, man.
Who will be the artist?
Nelly is weird. I don't know what is because
It doesn't
his
really
run,
compare, but you can't ignore what he did.
right? Because his run was so big, but yet it was kind of short though. Like, but it was like Ja Rule. Ja Rule run was very short, but it was fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Who's the Nelly equivalent of the Dead End Hip Hop era, bro? That's an interesting question. Like, who is that guy that shouldn't be there, but is actually moving the needle with everybody else?
Big Sean.
More so than Wiz Khalifa?
More so than Wiz Khalifa because I think Big Sean had more records than and longer popularity than Wiz, in my opinion. Wiz had some very big records like that Black and Yellow and stuff like that. But outside of that, what is he known for?
Cushion
Orange
Juice, and that's it. He was
That's
gone.
it.
This way, I'll turn it over to you guys. Drop some names in the comment section that you think will be the 2010s version of Nelly. Do you agree with Rod? Do you think that the 2010s can compete with the 99 to 2010s to 2020?
I would say 2010s to
2020.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Or
we're just
2011 to 20.
kind of doing the decade.
Whatever.
So yeah. Which 2010s decade or the 2000 decade? Do you guys agree with Nelly? And we'll leave it there, man. We out. Peace.